all the things.
Give it some time.
I'm giving you some time. Let's see if... Looks like Twitch has gone live. Let's see if we're live on YouTube. We might want to give people... Oh yeah, looks like we are. Might want to give people some time to join us because they won't be expecting us. Gesture settings. Hello, potato.
The one to the left.
That one. Oh yeah,
Yes.
the station. We're playing the station.
Well, it's kind of obvious. It's in the title. It's over there in the corner. Now it's also hopefully on the thumbnail.
Live control. Spotted cow. Moo.
Hello, Spotty Cow.
I shall switch to there so I can watch the game.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah. So, while we wait for people to realise that we're live, do you want to just explain? Discord alert just set off. Now all of China will know you're here.
Oh, I didn't know all of China was connected with our Discord server, but alright. When I say our, I mean the NIDs. I don't want to claim ownership of the NID Discord server. Either way. So, to, repay my debt, to lay off my sins, to pay retribution for what I did on Wednesday, I am semi-forced to now make up for that by streaming a second game today, surprisingly, on this ForgiveMerednesday.
So Mia's a very soft and gentle person who's...
Oh, you're kind of undermining my persona.
who's very affected by people and their complaints. Whereas I'd have been much
You
more
can't tell
of
them
the...
that. That'll make them stronger.
I was much more of the, it's thanks for streaming. I was like very grateful
No,
for
don't
Mia
worry.
doing that while I wasn't here. But yeah, Mia was... But also, you wanted to play the station, didn't you, Mia?
Well, yeah, that too. It's been in the corner of my eye for a while, but I had concerns because it was fairly short.
So we thought, yeah.
How many millions of hours have been spent studying space in the pursuit of finding life in the universe? So what would happen if we found it? Not bacteria or an invertebrate, but an entire sentient alien civilization. Questions we've been asking since the beginning of time could finally be answered. But what if the alien species was discovered in a planet-wide civil war? Imagine the debate that would start.
Fear is blinding us. Everything our society has done has led us to this very moment. We can't ignore this.
What safety and security will be found in contacting a violent alien race? Is this worth risking our safety, our security?
As a compromise, a 3-person team on board an undetectable space station is sent to research the alien world. Halfway through the mission, the space station's communication, navigation, stealth, everything mysteriously shuts down. Proof that we were spying on a potentially violent alien civilization now floats helplessly above them. In a panic to understand what happened, a recon specialist is sent to investigate and coordinate a rescue with the crew.
How is the game audio? I fear that it's a tad low. Sal might have just done something about that, though.
Yeah. I just turned the game sounds up on, yes.
Look, it's a space station called the SPL,
Yeah.
under security lockdown, and with structural damage, and the primary systems are unresponsive. I'm upset that this recon ship doesn't have a computer voice. I feel like those things should have that.
So I know nothing about this game, but that's a fascinating opening.
It sounds like a philosophical conundrum, yes. I cannot move. Also, this is a weird way to dock a ship. So my cockpit just turned into a standing pod. How weird. Ooh. Fancy. Can I move now? Oh, I can.
Welcome to the Aspire.
Hi. Okay, I was expecting like an entire introduction, like this is our ship, this is the company, this is the history, but apparently not. Scanner malfunction. Replace, realign power cell to begin scan sequence. Pick up objects. Oh yeah, that makes...
Oh, Twitch to YouTube chat is dead again.
Ah, and it worked so nicely. Look, a power cell, a very reflective one. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oops.
Did I
That can't be
threaten Mia with throwing out his boiler wife? Oh, I told him he
I'm
didn't
pretty
need
sure
to
she needs the
feel
boiler
like it.
too.
Well, that's true, actually.
Tetron cell. Handle with care. Use Tetron-powered sync centers for resync.
And Potato points out, wait, it said primary functions are down. That would mean power and life support. Everyone is dead.
Ugh.
Dead, Dave.
Oi, mate. I wanted to throw this, but apparently as soon as I let go, it just drops.
So throwing is not a thing.
Initiating scan.
Ooh. Hi. Ooh.
Scan complete.
Well, for, you know, power being down, it looks very brightly lit and very powered to me, but, you know.
You've just plugged a battery in.
I
That
mean-
somebody had left on the floor.
You know, space...
Augmented reality systems now available.
You know, the space station could have been knocked around a bit and the thing fell out of the socket. Axiom. Explore with us.
I like the lights on the edge of the tables and the stairs.
These ones?
Looks like a well-appointed nightclub.
Ooh. Ridiculously impractical lights. I guess I'm supposed to like them. Is that a fruit? Ugh.
Could be.
Looks like one. I mean, I think it looks like one. I'm not sure. Anyway, returning that to bot. Just... Didn't want to leave a mess. Ta-da. Moving on, I've got a mission to fulfill. Glowing orb. Activate.
To the critics of this mission, I say it's not sufficient you voice your concerns of danger or ethics. If you are against progress in this moment, you must acknowledge that our very understandings of biology, chemistry, physics, even religion are thrown into question, and you stand in our way.
I mean, I guess it's a nice feature, but I'm not the biggest fan of the glass floor, really. Makes me a bit nervous.
Gives you a bit of fear of heights.
Oh, just a little bit. Ugh. Oh, that's a lot better. I can deal with ceiling lights. Anyway, moving on. Upper hallway. Lounge door power. I guess I need to find another battery. Mila says, Aiden, in an ideal world, doors would open. It seems both you and this station don't work as well as expected. Wow. Throwing shade. Aiden, it's an old station. I doubt you'll age as gracefully, Captain. If the door won't open, just turn off the power override. What do you mean power override? You mean turn off the TV?
Potato says, wait, if primary functions are down, how is gravity also working?
I don't know. Maybe that's a secondary function.
Most certainly not. Ralph says, wait, what? But, this is a Friday.
Well, this is a Forgive-Merednesday stream.
Blasphemy.
A Forgive-Merednesday stream. It's another clever play on words. Forgive me for ending the last Merednesday stream. too
Blasphemy,
quickly.
Mia. Blasphemy.
Stop it. I can stop any moment. Ew. But that doesn't look nice. Hold on. Let me clean that up.
Yeah, and Spotty Cow says,
no.
yeah, and heat.
Oh no.
How come heat's working?
Like I said,
All
maybe
right, so
those
they
are secondary functions.
They obviously stopped very suddenly. I mean, mid-card game and someone dropped a cup of coffee.
I don't have a rug to clean that up, and I can't pick up playing cards. This game is hurting me already.
Because you can't tidy up and you can't straighten the chair.
I can't even pick up the glass.
Yeah.
Somebody could get hurt.
Why is the aquarium not a big ice cube?
Oops. I just dropped this pen. You go back there. Augmented tricep. Linear actuator. Reinforced shoulder. Nice. Where was I? Oh yeah, turning off the TV. Ignisomnia. Discovered in the northern hemisphere reefs, these fish evolved to integrate bioluminescent bacteria into their scales. Through heredity, offspring will inherit the same color patterns and designs. Ooh. Like I said, maybe heating and gravity is a secondary system that's running on a completely different circuit.
Maybe.
I mean, it sounds sensible enough. Augmented reality communication by Axiom. User 1, big business meeting. User 2, you bet, the sales projections are looking fantastic. Team geospatial communication made easy. So does that mean you just leave chat messages floating around
Maybe.
the area? Oh, that doesn't sound nice. Ugh. Even the chair got knocked away.
So maybe it's so well insulated that it doesn't need to keep its heat running all the time, because once you heat it up, it doesn't lose its heat to space.
Well,
I
think
did
like
read
a spaceship designer.
I read somewhere, actually, that space is an extremely good insulator because it's a near vacuum. You don't lose temperature to space that fast at all.
Fair point. But, think like a spaceship designer. Running out of power, suddenly, might be a, minor inconvenience, and you don't want to have your entire crew immediately die off. Maintenance in progress. So what you're doing is making sure that there are backup systems to at least keep the life support running until they can get the main systems back online.
And with gravity, because we don't actually know how to counter gravity, we also don't know how to create gravity other than like a few ways like spinning. So it could be that in this future time where we've discovered a way to create gravity, that it might be a way which doesn't require a constant source of power.
Fair point. Silas, what inspired this exceptional redecorating? Mila, Aiden lost. Final score, Mila 7, Aiden 0. So this wasn't part of the impact. Somebody just got angry at a card game. Well, I'm more happy with this. How do I do the power rerouting thing that they pointed out the door here? The door won't open, just turn off the power override. Do you see a power override somewhere?
No.
This looked like a nice control panel. It's apparently not. Power override on the couch buttons, no?
No.
What's this?
A sculpture. I think it's a piece of art.
That panel over there looks promising.
Potato says, also, Mia has every right to feel worried about that window. It's too big, and unless the base has shields, a fast pebble can cause a crack, which, against the pressure of the room and the vacuum of space, I think we can all figure out what will happen next. Indeed.
You're already making this very hard on me, thank you. Integrated standalone breaker. Lounge power override. Slight note to turn power on or off. Very simplistic design, but I can see it work. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, spooky, yeah. But we have survivors.
Oh, yeah. A person.
Do I have something on my face? Hold on, now that the door works again, let me turn the power back on so I don't have to stumble through the darkness every time I get here. Ta-da! What? Why is it orange again? This sounds like a design flaw. You can't... I can't have lights if I want to have the door open? Fine then. Guess I'll never coming back to the lounge. Augmented reality menu. Ooh, and it just stays there. Map. There's the upper lab. Here we are. I have an inventory, audio logs, and objectives. Find Aiden, Silas, and Mila. Right. Go away. The pilot weird person was up here. Where did he wander off to?
A mentor once told me that within every great leader is a person of strength. But what is strength without honor? And what is honor without glory?
The technology. The Espal is impossible to detect while its stealth systems are activated. The Noctane shield eliminates detection from any known form of active sensing technology. The 4 light warp generator pillars allow for 3-dimensional visual cloaking. Light wrap field instructions. Try holding the test object in the light wrap generator field. This?
I guess.
Ooh, look at this. What if I drop it? Ah, okay. Can I just... I want one of these for at home. Sound suppression instructions. Try holding the test object in the Noctane shield. Notice that even sound can't escape the cloaking. I guess this thing makes a very faint noise. Yeah.
Does it? Oh yeah. Does it? Or am I imagining that? It's a very faint noise.
A very faint noise. Here's the noise. And now it's gone. Still want one of these for home. Anyway, person ran along here. Bridge corridor. Access bracelet required, and deploy maintenance robot to repair life support. So life support is out, and we're running out of oxygen slowly.
Well, no, maybe we're in a spacesuit like that other person.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I would probably be a sensible person to run along with.
Yeah.
What? What? Well, apparently they're more than just one person alive if they can instruct others to run to the escape
Was
pods.
that something that we're hearing in real time, or was that...
I think so. I didn't click on a log. Science wing access key required. Boy, I wish I would have a science wing access key. Oh yeah, right. I need the activation bracelet for this door.
We know about 3 people, but what about... we've only been hearing about Mila and Aiden.
Welcome, Mila.
And Silas. He was the guy at the start who was, talking about the thing. Yes. The thing, Discovery and...
Yeah.
I forgot. What was that? Ease air freshener. Your biological metrics indicate that you are stressed. Here is a relaxing scent to calm you. Oh, nice. What's this? Add it to inventory. Mila's locker combination. Okay, good to know. Mila has a very nice room.
She does.
I guess it's... What's this?
Yeah, fancy stairs. It's a broken picture, I think.
I hope this isn't, a result of another violent outbreak and just, a station malfunction, because if the captain has anger problems, that would be a shame. Ooh. Come on, turn around, I want to read you. Fine.
My dear
child, the frustration you bear are not borne by my legacy. The praise and glory offered to some are not a lottery of circumstance. They come from the strength of will and spirit. They're not the goals, but the byproducts of true leadership. Don't chase something that can't be caught. A good leader does not follow a path. They create one. You may see me as the limit of your success, but it is you, your father, Sterno Lexar. Nice chap, I guess. Nature of honor. This lady has self-esteem issues, I'm starting to think. Life is tough, but so are you. Yep, self-esteem issues.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
lots of messages there, isn't there?
Mission calendar, day 17. Team scrum. What's a scrum?
Scrum is where you kind of get together and huddle. It's a rugby term, and it's where they all get together and sort of lock shoulders.
All right. 9:15 operational report with Elias. 11:50 security and lockdown system test. 6 o'clock 6th year anniversary with sealers, but crossed out. Did they see the catastrophe coming, and that's why they took that off the plan? Anyway.
There's no real achievement possible for the daughter of a hero. I don't wish to seem ungrateful, but it's getting cold in the shadow you cast on me, Father.
Ugh. Does that happen every time I approach this now?
I guess.
Nice. I can make the room very smelly. I guess not. I can't believe you hid this from me so long. So Silas Hayes is the mystery man you've been seeing for the last half year? The guy you're going on the Prime mission with? You'd be in so much trouble if you two were caught. I always see him in interviews, but what's he like in person? I'll try to read one of his books so we can hold a real conversation when you finally introduce me. Does he have an interesting side to him, or will he just be talking about his favorite kind of rocks? Meet up when you're back. Amelia. Ooh. Please stop. No, don't face into the grab. Okay, I'll just ignore that. I want to pick one up. But I'm worried I will never get that thing back down again in the exact same position.
It's Giles. Hello, Giles.
Hello, Giles.
What's this? A Wonly stream?
A what?
I'm
no.
trying to... Is that a typo?
Probably. That's not in the exact same position. I'll just look away so I don't have to deal with this. Ooh, that's the planet, I guess, we're over.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is a please forgive me stream for,
Wonky.
rudely ending the other one. Business culture, 5 communication systems to optimize your day. Finding a work and life balance, last year's best technology innovations. What's next for singularity drive technology? Interview with the head of cytoengineering. Protecting yourself from overstimulation in our technology-driven culture. 3 firms poised to explode with growth in the near future. What the Aspire Prime mission means for other space engineering firms. I can't even read the oh, that means escape. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. 3 of the best places you've never heard of. Have you ever dreamt of owning an island? 10 facts to change the way you view your home planet. Tourism done in style, ask the experts. Destination vacation done on a budget. The top adventure and escape vacations to clear your mind.
So Giles says, seems out of place. Did Sal threaten you? I don't threaten Mia.
Oh, yes, totally.
Why does everyone think I threaten Mia? Potato says, also, don't forget to remind people on YouTube that the chats are about as broken as Mia's sanity.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And Giles says, or did British Rail brainwash her to do this to you? And Spotted Cow says, the upstairs looks like a nightclub.
The entire ship looks like a nightclub so far, to be honest. Look, she has an exercise bike, and she must have really long legs, because this seems unreasonable. Right? This is not just me.
I don't know, maybe you're really short.
Wow, shots fired. Hello, Mila. You missed yesterday's workout. Is everything okay? Oh, looks like somebody's getting fat again.
So Mia was feeling a bit stressed, and he thought the best thing to do was to play a game where he got to
the best thing to do is to approach this thing. Oh no! Oh no, the thing broke!
No, it didn't.
So, it has
Is
a little
this
text
where
box
Mia
about
lives
being
when he
stressed.
walks into the boiler room?
This is what the boiler room actually looks like when Sal's not looking inside. Ooh, what's this? Oh! Ooh, that's a little bit close, menu. I've found the bracelet!
Aha.
It's kind of irresponsible of her to just leave that lying around, though. Ooh, a computer. With
Was that a computer? How did you know that was a computer?
Because it said mail here, and messaging, and notes, and it was mounted to the table, and I didn't think that was a phone, so I assume it's a computer. A very minimalistic one, but still. And one with only 3 functions. I guess you can't run Crisis on this. It's an email exchange with Elias Volante, guy never heard of. 4 days prior to mission launch, conflict of interest. Axiom has been made aware of the undeclared personal and romantic relationship between the two of you. Given the obvious conflict of interest within the chain of command, we will be preparing an alternate captain for this mission. To Elias. Elias, I'm really not sure what was heard, but let me assure you there is no commitment or relationship between Mila and myself. I apologize that we did not declare our brief casual infatuation, but we are no longer personally involved and our relationship will remain strictly professional. From Mila to Silas. Oh no, that's the 2 lovers. This is what 6 years is worth to you? Is it your pride that I am cast so easily aside for? Or just a chance to be in a science textbook someday? You're a selfish prick, Silas. I risked everything to hide what we had, and you've shown me how small of a man you truly are. I thought I had found everything I wanted, so thank you for not embarrassing me by leading me to believe the feeling was mutual. You were saying?
But why? But maybe he was just lying.
Yeah, but it's easier to quickly jump to conclusions. Messaging between Elias Volante and Mila. Received your report. Will respond if there are any concerns. Is there anything else you needed to discuss? I'm hearing through the grapevine about accusations some senators were bribed. Any truth to this? 1. Probably. It's the Senate. 2. Not by anyone from Axiom. 3. Worry about the things that you're paid to. And notes. Seldom acknowledged is how much a captain's fate is tied to the success or failure of their ship. With a vessel so wonderfully maintained as the Aspile, you might almost believe this mission wasn't that important.
Okay.
I guess.
Potato says British Rail is code for mothership. Quick, Mia, check her for scales.
Oh look, it works again. I'm stressed.
Giles says it's like Bender, where Fry lived in the closet for ages, but Bender forgot to mention to Fry the whole other room behind the closet. Have you ever seen that episode, Mia?
I have. That her diary. She have her key in there too. Goodness, these things are a bit wonky. It's okay. I don't actually need to read this flyer, I guess. Oh, it's in the drawer now somehow. Axiom directions. Once removed from packaging, the device is worn over the ear. Features. Through the constant measuring of brain chemistry, hormonal levels, and heart rate, the device can discern moments of cognitive or emotional significance. These moments will be automatically created as audio logs for future reference, accessible through your Axiom augmented reality device, or your arm. So that's how those blue orbs are getting around here, or what? Can I have one too? The dialer audio device, invented by Axiom, was the very first machine to ever apply organics radical polymers, ORPs, for power generation, revolutionizing material thresholds for small gadget-effective technology, connecting to the subject's brain activity via a complex neuron-computer interface composed of flexible micro... blah, 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 blah. I don't think we actually wanted to read all that.
You managed to stand that on its end, Mia.
Oh yeah, I know, but the flyer is still worrying me. Slightly.
Put it on the table, maybe, instead.
I can't actually move it.
Oh.
Like, I can't move around. Apparently, if I hold the right mouse button, I should get clean text. But that doesn't happen.
Ah.
I'll just close that and ignore that it oh, hold on. Return her diary. Off you go. So I have the bracelet. Ooh, recyclables. Oh, nothing in there. The bracelet, so what I needed to do was repair life support? Repair life support. Did I fetch everything from up there? Just making sure. Kind of just breeze through the area. Recyclables. Ah!
That made me jump.
Okay, you can close now.
Potato says maybe Mia knows about it and it's where Mia actually lives, but has a sensor that detects whenever Sal or elusive husband is nearby, so he can quickly switch it back to closet mode.
Ooh, ship profile. The Aspire is a Vector-class space station designed and built by Sato Engineering as a research and data retrieval vessel. Lithium ore, a mineral sample from the Aspire's first research mission on planet Tanis Minor. And the Aspire, here are some things. Propulsion systems, 4 ion thrusters, and retrofit a singularity drive. Woo! Nice. Oh no!
Oops.
The device failed me. Is that a Switch?
Oh, I thought it was someone's phone.
I would have thought it's a Nintendo Switch of the future. Or a Chinese knockoff. Axiom Space Agency to Elias Valente from Senate Chairman. Pursuant to the Senate vote on a mission to study exoplanet Psi Prime, which received a 62% yes vote, Axiom is cleared with Senate approval to proceed with the mission. Outlined in the presentation to the Senate by Elias Valente, the following are the stated mission deliverables. Number 1. Observe the language, cultural, and social structure of Psi Prime's dominant species. How can we kill them? Study the geological and biochemical characteristics of planet Psi Prime. What's of value on their planet? Research the technological capabilities of the dominant species of Psi Prime, with specific focus on their ability to reach and detect our planet. Can we fight back? By pursuing this mission, Axiom pledges to operate in a manner to transparency and good faith with the Senate, half-truth to the public in order to promote self-image. Alright.
So somebody's seeing through the political bullshit.
Probably. Either way, I was on my way to fixing life support. That sounds like a more pressing issue than jumping into holes and reading textbooks. It's okay, I didn't need to read that really. Aiden Weiss, at present, given the details you have provided, we are unable to approve the loan for which you recently applied. Oh, poor him. I could repair the thing, but I could also go into the dining room. Ooh. Jesus! Let's put that back on the table where it belongs.
Wow, that landed on the floor with a big bump.
I think it was the entire station that shook a bit, not just this
Yeah.
thing. Mila, Aiden, I'm constantly cleaning up your messes. Deal with this. Mila, I'm constantly dealing with your passive aggression. Deal with this. Oh yeah, I see the messes they're talking about. Ugh. Come on, stay. Nice. Oh, I can't put that up there. Come on. So how would you deal with discovering an alien species that is similar to ours, like on a technological and intelligence level, seemingly, but that is currently rather violent?
Yeah,
a nice kitchen.
There are so many if, buts, and maybes.
Modular by design. The modular nature of the Aspire means that the facilities on board can change depending on the needs of the mission. You can even bring your personal housing and living quarters with you, utilizing mostly automatic systems. The Aspire only requires a small crew to operate the vessel. Try building your own custom Aspire with the pieces above.
Ooh, that was a loud siren. Giles says, what the German alien species of Mir inhabiting the planet Napoleon Hammer.
What? That doesn't sound like a thing that usually happens. Hold on. It's nicer.
It looks like this ship comes with its own sales showroom after you've bought it.
Well, I bet it does. I wonder what module this is. I wonder which module the lobby is.
Some of it must be core.
That's too short too. I don't like it. Oh no, I'm losing parts of my ship. Perfect. Anyway, where was I?
Look, it's none of my business. I know you ended whatever was between you and Mila. But the way you still look at her, I'm not convinced you're over her.
You're absolutely right, Aiden. It is none of your business.
The analysis of the terra firma is complete. It's only Silas's taxonomy of the alien anatomy that is behind schedule, which is surprising given how similar. Aiden, what are you doing?
That wasn't me. I'm on my way to engineering now.
Call me at the bridge when you get there.
Oh, engineer.
Welcome, Aiden.
Looks like an engineer's bedroom.
I already missed the captain's quarters despite the shattered mirror. Aiden Vice, Impact Force. Can I? Okay, I can't. Smart Solutions, NATO Engineer.
Beloso. Hello, Beloso.
Hello, Beloso.
Says, in the words of Gowron, Chancellor of the Klingon Empire from Star Trek TNG, we do not forgive or forget.
I'm paying retribution right now. You have no right to not forgive at this point. Ooh, look!
Oh, it's a little
hand.
robot.
A little robot sounds better than a tiny hand. Doesn't even look like a tiny hand anymore, unless you look at it from this angle. Look, tiny hand.
When I was about 7 or 8,
doing?
one of my uncles was babysitting me at my grandmother's house, and he let me stay up late to watch Hammer House of Horrors, I think it was. It was like a really old horror, sort of B-movie horror film type thing, about this hand that had been cut off, like a murderous hand, and it made me really scared, but in a disbelieving quite kind of way. But after I went to bed, he came up the stairs. I was sleeping in my grandmother's room, and he put his hand around the edge of the door, and he was sort of running his hand up and down the edge of the door so I could see it. And it's like, no, I knew it was him, but he was the kind of uncle who liked to hang. He had an illuminated skeleton poster on the back of his bedroom door. And he'd sometimes push me in the bedroom and close the door so that I was in the bedroom with the scary skeleton all by myself.
I guess I'm not able to read this. Moving on. This guy seems to be a fan of cytoengineering. He's got a lot of that stuff around here.
I never liked space. It's cold, lonely, and gives a man too much time to think. Time to think about what you've done and what you shouldn't have.
Good robot.
Potato called the robot a crabbot, not a spiderbot. Giles
What about
says
waffles?
its name is probably Thing from Adam's Family. Bill also says that robot looks like a replicator from Stargate SG-1 or the alien robots from Subnautica. Also, hi everyone.
Hello. I might have already said hello. Look, that's Waffles. I'd like to know what the small robot is called. Anyway, I remember a computer. There we go. Emails. From Mila to Aiden. Aiden, you either possess an incredible work ethic or you're just an idiot. Frankly, I don't care which. I just want to know what maintenance work was so vital that it had to be done in the middle of the night. Thank you for being so concerned with what are ultimately my responsibilities. The upcoming service work schedule had some tight dependencies, and I didn't want to fall behind. Sorry if I disturbed your rest, but with charm like yours, who needs beauty sleep? From Thera to Aiden about an invoice. I'm sorry I couldn't speak to you before you left, but I watched the launch, and if it means anything, I'm really proud of what you're doing. It feels like every time I write to you, it's about money. I suppose it's fitting, since that's all we ever argued about during our marriage. Kana is still getting worse, and we need to figure out a realistic plan to pay her treatment. Be safe up there, Thera. From Silas. Most of the systems in the science wing can't start until we're in lower orbit. Are the calculations complete? Orbital mechanics is one of the more unforgiving types of engineering, sailors. It's not as simple as playing with test tubes and dirt. Locker passcode reminder. When everything looks like a nail, you'll always need a hammer?
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
Is
Bell
the
also
hammer
says
the key to his locker?
he said it was a password.
Smash. Oh.
At Mia, you should have listened to Sal. She just told you that the little robot is called Thing from Adam's Family, according to Giles.
No, we can't call it Thing. Especially with the big brother being called Waffles. Moving on. No module attached.
Okay, jumped again.
I might need to quickly do something about engineering.
Oh, smoke.
At the lounge.
Smoke.
Smoke. Stepping into it is a good idea. What's this? Whatever it is, it's defrosting, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Silas, missing a work boot. Has anyone seen it? I have, but to claim it, you must first solve my riddle. What tosses and turns through space and time and is located in the dryer?
Oh, we in the laundry?
I guess this is the laundry section, and there's a boot in the dryer.
Jumpy Sally's jumpy. Yeah. What about the hand from Evil Dead? Says Potato. Giles says, what about maple syrup? Potato says, that's not smoke, that's steam from the steamed clams. We're having steamed clams. Mmm.
Come on. Fine. There, and maybe you toss.
To say there's only 3 people aboard this space station and presumably they're going to be there for some time, they've picked 3 people who really don't get on very well together.
Seemingly so. According to the mission log, they're on day 17 so far.
Taser said, I just memed and I don't think Sal noticed it. No, I didn't know there was a meme about steamed clams.
The aliens are a bit savage, but I see no need to condemn them for it. Think about us. Our people crawled out of a violent past, so I wager they too can change. Don't you?
I doubt it. The past is always present.
Oh no. Sealers has a point. But that's Aiden's locker. Answer is a hammer. Do I just draw a hammer? Maybe one of those thin hammers.
Potato will link the video in Discord for me to look at whenever.
No. Silas's locker is open. He has a boot, some Tusi.
Aiden is a real party cracker.
Some, oh no, a plant, some test tubes, complexity of first contact and philosophy of moral law, and the thing. Oh, and this book.
Well, also says, Amir, put the hammer to the locker.
Oh yeah, so the hammer is just going to be the thing that I use to open it by smashing the locker with it. Oh, maintenance. I should probably go in there at one point. Smashing some lockers in a moment. Right, so getting my hammer aligned. I don't think this is working. Oh. Maybe it's the pattern on the hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Did you memorize that, please?
Because
I'm pretty sure it'll fall out of sight as soon as I do this.
Down, up, down. Right, got it. Okay.
Good.
Up. Down. Down. Right. Diagonal right. Up. Diagonal left. Up. Cross left.
What? Where? I can't connect to this, probably because...
Oh,
let me look at it again.
It had a completed...
Oh, wasn't it at all?
What?
Like,
oh, okay, so there was no left-hand line on it.
where do you see a left-hand line
I'm looking
there?
on a much smaller screen than you are, don't forget.
Oh yeah, fair
It must be
point.
the edge of the hammer.
So, Aiden has Win Now, make your dream house come true. Some pictures, some Scrintco, some T scribbles, some some Cubico, like they have like 3 of them. A bottle of poorly drawn birds. 2 boots. And a picture of 3 bottles of Scrumpy. Also this note. There are Oh, goodness. Are you kidding me? There are some who would benefit from Sato losing their engineering contract with Axiom. Should the Aspire encounter a what? A major breakdown on its mission, 80,000 Ma will be transferred to you for your consulting services. Consider this an open offer. Let's put the shoe back in and corporate sabotage into the back of our mind. Do you think Aiden is responsible for the fallout of the stealth system? Mila's locker. Oh yeah, that's right. I picked up a scrap of Mila's... I'm not sure if I can, you know, get the entire combination
just
with
from that.
Right, I was supposed to do maintenance work. I forgot.
And Giles said lol on the product names. Bell also says, Sal, tell Giles to switch to Twitch so he can chat with the rest of us.
Hello, Giles. Just as a reminder, the rest of Twitch of the chat we're currently reading is currently on Twitch, and unfortunately the YouTube chat relay, despite working yesterday, stopped working today again. This is nice.
What room was it again?
We're in maintenance. System failure. Life support systems in Section A3 are currently offline. Exterior damage detected. Access restricted until maintenance robot is deployed. I guess these are maintenance robots. I guess this is a maintenance robot. Maintenance robot. Repairs needed. Configure spatial accelerator. Installed firmware 5.3.4 encoder on encoder. Replace E40 voltage regulator and replace 35 in synapse fuse.
So it's only the bottom two we need to do, is that right?
I guess so.
Top two being ticked,
Yeah.
weren't they? Spotted Cow says, has Mia been on the bridge?
I have not. I need to repair this robot so life support in that bridge section comes back online and I can go there. So
Bell also said, yes, he crossed the river.
Lovely stuff. Replace E40 voltage regulator. Keep that in mind, please, because I'm sure I'll forget it.
Oh, Potato says, question, am I the only one in Twitch chat or is Twitch glitched in a way I can only see my own messages?
Well, there's Tammy.
Can everybody else see everybody else's messages on Twitch? Definitely they can. Hello, Tammy. Happy Friday to you too. Yeah, because everybody else just said hello to Tammy on
so
Twitch.
it's just Potato who's left out of the loop.
Yeah.
Try refreshing your page. Technology assessment, Psy Prime, work in progress. Transportation capabilities restricted to kinetics. Primitive controlled form of combustion-based propulsion. Finite liquid and solid fuel sources. Maximum velocity capable of escaping orbit but inefficient for interstellar travel. Evidence of multiple launch sites. Incapable of bypassing a Spile's light warp generator and Nocte shield. I hate it when the game puts that stuff in the table. Why would you need an axe in engineering? You know, I'm not judging, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I'm just
Metagen
thinking.
gel.
I can't actually think of any time you would need a sort of hatchet.
Pylon bolts. A box.
I mean, a crowbar I can get, but a hatchet?
Great rack component manifest. Oh, E40 voltage regulator. Was that a thing we needed?
Yes, it was.
What does this mean now?
Remember that code?
Oh! Oh, okay. Why couldn't they just use numbers and letters like normal people? I already forgot the symbol.
Oh boy, that's terrible, Bell also. Who quotes Mia saying, "Why would you need an axe in engineering?" And he says, "Well, in case you want to ask someone a question, of course."
So I need 2 eyes encased by L's. That's this one, so 3rd row. Which column? Inverted C pointing a bit downwards. Oh, that looks like it. So 3rd row. This is not helpful at all. This is not a very good computer interface. The 3rd row, 2, 3, 4, 4. Although that is a fancy storage system. Content scan reveals damaged components. Functioning components will glow when not under direct lights.
So, what you have to...
I need to turn off the
them up?
lights?
Or
Oh,
do you...
there's another one of these boxes, so I guess I'll just... Okay.
Giles says, "Twitch is like cocaine."
Oh, yeah, look.
That's nice. Uh-oh. Ooh.
The lighting changed dramatically there.
It did. Gotta turn the lights on again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's...
Kind of feels nicer with lights
yeah,
on.
like lights. I hope you didn't damage that by dropping it.
We'll find out as soon as I stick it into the robot. What's this? Magnet tool station. It's glowing, so I guess it's alright. Magnet tool station. Ooh, I've got a magnet tool. Magnets. Not magnetizing a lot at the moment.
Maybe it's not made of iron.
What's the stuff I'm made of then? The axe got to be made of iron.
Maybe that's made out of titanium.
What's this thing for if it can't lift anything in here? Set. And I can't even throw it away. There. What was the other thing I needed?
And
35 in synapses fuse. Oh, God.
Potato's tried clipping his stream, but it's not acting in the way he likes, so I guess Cell will just have to jump to 1 hour and 12 minutes on his second newest stream if I wish to see myself in the
Pretty
game.
sure it's a bad idea to look directly into the operational end of this thing.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Bill also agrees with me, the labelling is needlessly complicated. I could see the point of those locker locks, they're similar to phone lock screens. Those storage labels were ridiculous.
35 in synapses fuse. In synapses. No. Fidget spatial accelerometer. Push sensor. Shaft collars. Solenoid. Synapses fuse 35 in. Oh, intact fuses will react magnetically.
Okay.
How do I call this thing? Anyway, C pointing downwards. You remember whatever this is.
Oh. Thanks.
C pointing downwards. C pointing downwards.
Top row.
Thank you. I'm kind of bothered that not all of those boxes are filled, though. Can we move the other missing boxes? Ugh! Oh, I broke the crane. Good thing I picked up the other one first. Ooh, it can repair itself.
Nice.
Nice. Right, fuses will react magnetic. Oh, there it is. What's this? Oh, that's just the handle. I thought there was something stuck to it. Right.
Bell also says, at Mia, call me Mr. Raider, call me Mr. Wrong, call me insane, call me Mr. Vain, call me what you like, as long as you call me time and again.
Got a lot of these things now, and I don't know what he was just saying, so I'll just ignore it. Can
I've
I
got
just
that song running
magnetically
through-
stick it in there?
You can.
That's not the one. Ooh. Hi, fella.
Okay, he's spooky, I don't like him.
Ooh, he can
And he
fly.
flies. And he's got spooky music.
Goodbye. I'll miss him. I'm crying now. I love
Life support
robots.
systems repaired.
I'm actually crying. This is hurting my eyes. Please stop. Ew. Hold on. Let me pick off those things. They're kind of bothering me on that now. Alright. There you go. Can't leave that on the keyboard. There. Go.
Sal, please tell me that at least you recognise that reference. I recognise the song.
There we go. What was over here? I haven't really checked out this half of the room so far. I thought there was a toilet at first. SPL drinking game rules. Number 1. 1 drink. Something on board breaks. 2 drinks. Silas and Mila show sexual tension. 3 drinks. Mila tells me to do something. 4 drinks. One of the robots acts creepy. I guess you're not alone in the opinion that the robot is creepy. Message sent. And then he has a thematically fitting liquor bottle next to it. What a nice fella. What's this?
Return tools to retrieve ID bracelet.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Kind of weird that you need to leave your ID bracelet as soon as you pick out some tools. What tools do we need? Ooh, there's one. Purchase. Do I need an iron?
Looks like a plane.
Oh, the thing I looked into the operational end and a
Might be a grinder.
It's this thing. Please return your tools back to the
So,
back.
always drunk then, says Spotted Cow.
I imagine so. Where did I leave the operational end pointy thing?
Somewhere on the floor, I thought.
Not on the floor, it's here. Look, there, operational end.
Yeah.
Let me turn that away. It's making me a bit nervous. Just in case. Nice. What's this? A spinny thing. Is it like the generator? Could be. It's very small for a ship of this size. Ooh, what's this? Ah, your grinder.
Very rumbly as well.
Well, things on a spaceship have to be rumbly. How else would you know you're on a spaceship? The iron is probably somewhere up here. Maintenance office. Access denied. Aiden's ID bracelet required. Okay.
Bell also
didn't
is
see
impressed with Mia's character's telekinetic powers so far.
I'm upset that the hatchet is not one of the tools I have to return.
Well, hatchet seems somewhat out of place.
Yeah, which is why I'd like to stick it away into a place where I don't need to deal with it.
At least you get to tidy up.
Partially. Nice. Now, moving up into the world, I'll get to go into this office here. Decommissioned maintenance access room. Oh, on the ship?
Tato says, what about Gordon Freeman?
So do you think you can build it?
I'm not sure where you think I can hide something like this on board.
There's a blind spot in the cameras in the upper deck hallway. Right here.
It's possible, but given the risk, it's gonna cost you.
Not a problem. I'm sure it will go to a good cause. Oh, and don't let her catch you.
Is that on the ship? I guess it's on the ship. Where is this?
I can't imagine where else it would be. Seems as it's those two having the conversation.
The rounded corridor. I don't think I've seen that yet. It's probably somewhere behind the bridge. Anyway, moving on. One mail.
Sexbot suggests Potato.
No. Also, no Gordon Freeman here. I don't know how that was related, but you know. State Engineering to Axiom. With respect, it is not recommended that we make the suggested repairs and modifications to this vessel. The costs would be nearly the price of this station brand new. We advise you to consider termination of this project. Thank you for your recommendations. Can all repairs be completed on schedule as discussed? Completion can be expected on the date agreed, but management wishes to express that we won't be able to sign off any warranty. Because of the station's current condition and the nature of the repairs, Saito will not be held legally accountable for any future complications.
Oh, Freeman was in the context of carrying things with no hands. Indeed.
Oh yeah, right. After the warp jump to Psy Prime, a large portion of our spare parts were discovered to be fried. The damage appears to be from electromagnetic radiation, so it's looking like another unexpected result of moving something as big as the Aspire with the enhanced singularity drive. Makes you wonder what the public support for this mission would be if they were aware of how many unknowns there are on our side. Feels like we're figuring out most of it as we go along. So that's why most of the replacement components were broken. Anyway.
Giles says, maybe the BTTF Dr. Brown.
Days till Daddy's home. Apparently they only had 4 days to go. Mad XC. Future of hull maintenance. Moving on. I can go to the bridge now.
Expecting jump scares any moment, keeping my eyes closed just in case. Tell me if
Why
something
would there
happens.
be a jump scare
I
on
don't
the
know,
bridge?
I can sense a jump scare coming. Okay, just looking through one eye.
If I had to guess, I'd say we've been hit by something. Trouble is, I can't tell for sure because whatever did happen took everything offline. Engines, cloaking, communication.
I get it, Aiden. We need to fix this. Now.
I'm on it, but I have no idea how long this might take.
Then let me remind you of what will find us if you don't hurry.
Bridge. Medical. Ooh. I guess I'm going into medical now. Nice.
Oh, Back to the Future. Of course. Of course. Yeah, and so for people who joined us a little after the start of the stream, just to explain, there is a civil war going down on the planet that
we found aliens.
We found aliens, and we're studying them.
Ooh.
I guess they look
Nerve
like that.
study 2457. I guess that's what the alien's nervous system looks like. Makes them seem very hairy.
Well, humans look very hairy if you just draw their nervous system.
Fair point. Are those testicles up there?
I think that's where they keep their brain.
Okay,
For once, Mia, you guessed testicles when testicles might not have been right.
Well, you're kind of hurting me with your other misleading words.
I'm not the one who... It's Chewbacca. Daddy will be back after he gets his cigarettes from the store.
In space.
We were prepared to do little more than chemically converse with single-celled organisms,
Oy.
and now disrespect our subjects by proceeding as if they were. what cruelty we show our cosmic siblings by denying them the knowledge that we exist.
That's a nice viewpoint. Also, this is a curved corridor.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that means the thing must be somewhere around here.
Behind the door, behind the crates.
Medical.
Oh, I can sense another jump scare coming.
You're expecting a jump scare everywhere now.
I know, I've had too
Me
many
too.
already.
Perhaps. Silas's ID bracelet required. Okay, yeah, fine. Another maintenance section.
That's the way you
escape
came in,
pods.
wasn't it?
Are they still there? Are those docked escape pods? Stand by. Yeah, they're still there. So they never made it to the escape pods. Which is kind of silly. All they had to do, apparently, was run down the hallway. Anyway, I guess I'm moving on to the bridge now.
Where
Jump scare.
are the other two then? Says
I have
Barossa.
no idea,
Where
but the
are
bridge
the
is very dark.
three of them?
Very, very dark. Emergency lockdown. Whoop. It's like I'm unlocking an iPhone. It feels not very suitable for a spaceship. Oh. Oh, that looked like an explosion. Ooh. Having a lot of explosions down there. I guess Civil War.
This is the S-File to Axiom. We've been discovered. An alien ship is attempting to dock.
Oh.
We're initiating lockdown and preparing for evacuation. Gentlemen, this mission is over. Back up all mission data and then get to the escape pods.
Mila, they're boarding.
We're done here. Both of you, move!
Okay. So Barossa says 3. I thought Mia was playing one of them. No. We are the
Recon
inspection
specialists.
Yeah. We're here to find out why we suddenly lost contact and why it is that all the primary systems were down. And so we are the alien. No. We're the
We're not the alien.
rescue.
We're the rescue guys. That
Yeah.
was given to us in the introduction, which most of you probably didn't see.
Yeah.
Introduction, helps
It was
us make
really
sense
nice,
of this.
actually. Yeah.
This looks like a hangar. Why didn't I land in the hangar? Why did I have to dock with the extremely unstable glass floor lounge? I don't like how computers just assault me every time I open them. We're just flying towards me. From Elias Volante, further instructions. Leadership is pleased with your team's speed in achieving mission deliverables. Based on your reports, we anticipate being a full 6 days ahead of schedule, which provides us with a unique opportunity. Attached is a charter for the new project your team is to prepare for. Attachment has been deleted. This was never discussed in the mission scope, and had it been, I never would have accepted command. What could have possibly changed for leadership to even consider this? We've only properly analyzed a fraction of the data collected. I think it goes without saying that we really have no clear idea of what we're dealing with yet. Once we see a more complete picture of the situation, we'll be in a more informed position to determine the next step. The first priority is the safety and welfare of our people. Based on the turbulent reports of the aliens' behavior, there's mounting pressure to demonstrate a degree of control. I'll also add that the exorbitant cost of the Aspire mission requires Axiom to exceed expectations of stakeholders. It is an objective that requires everyone to follow the chain of command, and while you have a famous last name, I expect you to obey orders. What was their proposed idea? It's the disconnected and fragmented nature of the species that I find myself drawn to understanding. We can identify geographically based superclans formed on all quadrants of the planet. The species fights viciously to defend their cultural identity. They almost look to create arbitrary division between themselves, despite the fact that from my preliminary tests, they are 100% identical in nearly every way. It's sibling rivalry on a planet-wide scale.
Potato says, I find that relying this much on touchscreens will cause a massive problem due to loss of power. Bill also says, yeah, the Alien franchise looks much more realistic.
Ooh! Ooh, a map! I think. What is the map of? Home planet? Because this is... Or does this planet have, like, 3 moons?
Maybe it's
Hold
a binary?
on, those moons would probably have a lot more tiny... Oh no, maybe that's in the middle is the sun? Does this planet even have a
Bell
moon?
also says, okay, I'm calling it now. This is someone else observing Earth. Could be.
So we're the aliens. No, hold on, I need to pronounce it differently. So we are the aliens. I don't see a moon. I'm not sure if this is Earth, because I'm pretty sure I'd see a moon on the dark side. So you lose. Mila's
Well, this
office.
could be Planet B.
B?
Whoa!
There was your jump scare.
Explosion detected in the lower lab.
Oh, so there are people around here that are doing things, very destructive things, if I may say so. Lower lab, access denied, explosion detected, users emergency exit only, access through upper lab, Sila's ID bracelet required.
We don't know yet where
Where's
to
the
find...
woman? I heard the woman scream Silas's name. Oh,
We've
no.
heard her...
This doesn't look good.
No. We've heard her shouting for telling Aiden to go to the escape pod, and we've heard her shouting Silas. Have we heard the voices of the other two yet?
I have not. At least not on recording. Not outside of recordings. Main hangar, airlock disengaged. Let's engage that again by unlocking my iPhone. So we have 1 casualty already.
And... Oh.
Make that 2.
And we must have some aliens on board as well.
Yeah, but I haven't seen them yet. Maybe they're invisible guys.
Potato said, well, 1 down, 2 to go. And then said, that's 2 of 3.
There's 3 of them in the hangar with me. I can't stall them for long.
Run! Aiden, get to the escape pods!
It's too late for that.
Oh, we heard her shout that.
Hangar airlock disengaged.
No!
We heard her shout that.
Oh. So he vented the aliens out into space.
The dead person had something in his hand, said Giles.
Oh, fine. I guess the dead person here is Aiden. What does he have in his hand? I don't see anything. Not to be mean, but if we were the aliens, wouldn't we be wearing, you know, more alien spacesuits than these?
I think that's Aiden.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's Aiden.
Yeah.
And his
Oh,
space...
I see what you mean.
I'm trying to debate Bill also
The
here.
other dead guy, says Beloso.
Where's the other dead guy? Oh, the other dead guy. Hold on. Well, yeah, I can't get in there. He looks pretty dead. Or maybe he's just sleeping. Anyway, moving on.
So we're guessing that that's Silas in there, so...
Just the captain is still alive. I mean, she was the one shouting around. Ooh, this doesn't look good. What's this? It's Kibo. Oh, Kana. That's the toy of his daughter that was supposed to keep him safe.
Aww.
Bad. Well, fine. Let's reprimand him for doing an awful job by making him sleep with the corpse.
Bell also says, anyway, just going by the interior, this ship seems awfully large for a crew of just 3. Lots of interior space wasted by corridors and empty rooms. True. Oh, that's sweet, man.
He's dead.
You know the suitcase with the yellow stripes on it there?
Yes.
Can you open it? It just looks kind of...
No, I can't interact
Had a
with
sort
it.
of obvious look about it, that's all.
This doesn't look good. Probably another jump scare in here.
Okay, got my eyes closed.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Incoming and outgoing flight manifests. Mission day 17, unknown, unknown, unknown. Mission day 8, Axiom DZ15, units 2 and 3, Aiden, biowater sample collection. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Mission day 8, not 18. I guess I never needed to know what CSAT is.
I guess it's just some sort of stress toy?
Probably. Silas, if you find this, please don't tell Mila. I nearly have all of them. Mila, if you find this, I'm pretty sure Silas has been hiding all the pens here. Brilliant. Ooh, more batteries. Aiden to Thera. I, Aiden Weiss, Chief Engineer on board the Aspire, do hereby revoke my former wills and declare this my last will and testament. I direct all my current and future assets, earnings and wealth to my daughter, Kana Weiss, to pay for any outstanding medical receipts and invoices. I direct that the treatment and cure of Kana's CSAT disease take first priority. I appoint Thera Weiss to be Kana's guardian and to oversee her treatment.
It's sad to think that in this advanced day and age, there's still the concept of universal healthcare is still beyond.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I can... On the 20th anniversary of the first known case of CSAT, chromosomal splicing alteration defect, we look back on the 160 million lives to date lost. Echo, once heralded as a miracle gene therapy to improve cognitive processes, dexterity, and augment physical strength, has become one of the most devastating scourges on our society. We celebrate that the emergent treatment process appears to be capable of curing the illness. What used to be a death sentence is now manageable in the financial resources if the financial resources are present. Our hope is that through public dialogue, the stigma associated with CSAD will continue to diminish. We remind the public that the illness is not contagious. It is strictly hereditary. So it's a gene disease.
Which means maybe he feels responsible.
Probably. Maybe he didn't know when he had his daughter. Oh, another door.
Okay, got my eyes closed. Got one eye open.
Nothing happened. I don't think jump scares happen then.
Squinting a bit.
Engine controls disabled. All fuel cells must... New objective. Check engine to restore power to Silas's room. I guess I need to do something with the engine. The tiny whirring thing in the maintenance section wasn't the engine. This big whirring thing is the engine. It looks fancy. I guess it's just that 2 power cells are out. Well, that's alright. They probably have a battery lying around here somewhere. Look, there is one.
Bell also suggesting that the CSAD disease might be cancer. Maybe? Time to get some more AA batteries.
I plugged the battery in, but something tells me the color is off. Incorrect frequency. Improper frequency detected. Fuel cells must be calibrated to the appropriate frequency of their power transformer output device.
I'm going to guess that there is a
Fuel
calibrator.
cell calibrator is right there. Lovely. Oh no, do they use this nonsense system for everything?
We're gonna need to pick one, aren't we? Have a look at the others. Maybe there's something.
There's a cable on the floor. Ah. Can you remember this combination?
Yes.
Okay, I can't.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, no warning message. Lovely. Just one more to go. Ah, yes, I could just store it in. We have a lot of depleted energy cells.
Oh yes. So to finish the explanation to chat, we are supposed to have a cloaking system that makes us completely invisible and completely silent.
Ooh, hold on.
But because all the systems went down, go get one from the hangar, says Giles.
Oh yeah, there was one in the hangar, but hold on, there's a cool thing. I'm not sure if they were all there yet for that thing.
Oh yeah, your favourite bit. Your favourite thing.
My favourite thing is cleaning things up and the quarter over there. Are they? Look, that's the cloaking seat, the system. The light wrap field. Woo! Completely invisible. And it's not just for visible things. You might be able to hear some faint noise from this sphere. It's gone when it's in there.
I can't hear the faint noise from the sphere at all. But anyway, because all the systems are down on the ship, we are visible.
Well, of course, the demonstration system is for some reason still online, wasting power.
Well, we restored power back to the room, didn't we?
Fair point. Another stairs to medical.
Okay, jumped again.
Right, I need to find a battery. I'm back in engineering. What's this? Surely they have batteries in there.
Get up!
You being scared me more than this thing. Here, you dropped your coffee. Good chat.
Why would a maintenance robot need a coffee?
I don't know, it looked like it. Aiden, survey, how frightened were you by this? Silas, you owe me a new shirt, Aiden. How did you even manage to get this job?
See?
Oh, look, there's a
It
small
wasn't just me.
there's a small thing here that pushes it out, and there's a cable that leads to the door. Oh, and there's a door sensor. Sounds like a fun guy to work with. And I just found out there's no battery in there. Yes, right. Giles said there was a battery in the hangar.
In the
Hold on,
hangar
what's
bay
this?
office.
Aiden, to do, finish moving rest of fuel cells from hangar office to engineering. Oh, okay, yeah.
Bill also was impressed by the practical joke.
Replacing spent fuel cells. Step 1, microfabrication.
Step 1. Remove an exhausted fuel cell only after displacing the microfabrication reluctance such that it is in a static position. Step 2. For best performance, perform the two-stage anthrometry analysis of the planar and spatial encabulator on the prospective fuel cell prior to loading into the calibrator. Step 3. Once decoupled from the phase detractor, reference the exact sampling method that matches the fuel cell input to the panendermic transformer output. Step 4. The serial and parallel manipulation of the displacement matrix is automated during the engine restart process. Maintain a safe distance to avoid internal organ dissolution. Note, local zero gravity is required for a full engine restart. All non-secured objects must be locked down.
Well, do you know now how to do the thing?
What?
I take that as a yes.
I was just thinking that a lot of those words sounded like the kind of pseudoscience words that you get in shampoo adverts.
Shampoo adverts use a lot of pseudoscience. I'm sorry, I wouldn't know. I don't watch a lot of shampoo adverts. Right.
Oh, well, in fact, I suppose both men's and women's beauty products. Belle also said, I understood exactly none of that.
Okay. Inverted C, U and C.
So Mia's admitting he doesn't use shampoo. No, he doesn't watch TV.
Bridges. Quit. Okay, I got that wrong. So inverted C pointing up, U pointing down, C pointing down. Inverted C pointing up, U pointing down, C pointing down. Nice. Stuff. Oh look, it's another iPhone unlock screen.
Mm-hmm.
Enable emergency life support systems. I want to think after the engine broke down, these will already be running. Disconnect outgoing electrical processes. Oh no, we've entered spooky mode. Oh, what's this?
The first set of drones returned with the sediment samples, but 2 were Are you drinking?
No. I'm rescuing what's trapped in this bottle.
Oh, I must remember that one.
Are you gonna share or what?
Have a seat.
I'm glad I interrupted this engine restart procedure for this.
Full engine restart involves zero gravity, remember?
Right, I was supposed to tie some things down. Can I hold on to something? Like they would have put a handle here or so. Oh, look, that was easy. Ah! Oh, hello, Captain, I assume. No, don't run away. Am I wearing a scary mask or something? Does she feel really guilty of having both her colleagues killed?
Maybe she's worried that you're the alien.
I don't look that scary, do I?
You might have a spacesuit on that she doesn't recognise.
Why would I?
Well,
we're from the same
she...
company. I'd assume we'd be both issued
maybe
the same...
they've changed their uniform in...
They've been gone for 17 days so far. They wouldn't have changed the
It's dark in there.
Why would you make the entire conference room with like this? Oh, Jesus. Is this some kind of joke? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Help me, please. You should ask Silas if he's hiding them. That sounds like something he would do. Oh, it's about pens. Oh, Aiden.
I like Aiden.
Motivations. Self-preservation leads to desire for safety and security. That leads to formation of tribe communities. And then they offend against those who threaten, which ends in conflict. Procreation, biological urge to reproduce, desire to attract mates, competition emerges, conflict. Material gain, dissatisfaction of current wealth, hoarding of possessions, envy of peers, conflict. Self-expression exposes differences in perspectives. Like-minded groups are formed. Individuals external to group labeled as opposition, conflict.
Maybe she's gone cuckoo, says Tammy. And Spotted Cow says door open at the end of the corridor by the med stairs.
Oh yeah, right. And there's just a moment. I just want to, species analysis, Mila Lexi. Lovely stuff.
Curiosity is the very basis of exploration.
We're missing a diplomat.
So if you tell me that curiosity killed the cat, I should think that cat died rather nobly.
Oh, item added to inventory. What did I get? Oh, the locker combination. I should take care of that in a moment. Oh, this is making me nervous. Scrum notes, mission day 17. See, they've been gone for 17 days. Geological report, outstanding. Content assigned to sealers. Completion ETA. Conflict and warfare reporting. Ordnance and munitions analysis assigned to Aiden. Doctrine, strategies and tactics assigned to Mila. Aiden, you can't drink during regular work hours. Or rather, Aiden, drink less during work hours. That note just fell under the table.
Mia has a very dirty laugh.
What's that supposed to mean? What Axiom chooses to do in future missions is their prerogative, but once this mission's remaining original objectives are complete, the Aspire and its crew will be returning. That's my final word on the subject. Your decision is regrettable, Mila. The board will issue their response shortly. This room makes me nervous. I'm leaving now. Look, he made a thing.
A house
Mila's
of cards.
office. Science wing. Still don't have that for the science wing. Oh no. Why? Why do they feel the need to put these here?
Violence can be segmented into either instinctual or intelligent categories of behavior. Instincts can be tamed, while intelligence can be subjected to reason. The problem is, we can't tell which one of these is the cause of their violence.
Thermal and radioactive decay signatures show that we're not observing a brief moment of war, but contextually it appears to be a persistent practice. The war is unbelievably fascinating to watch. It's unclear precisely what the catalyst is, and at this point it doesn't even matter. The outright savagery demonstrated is unparalleled. Let me step off this thing here and open a locker.
Didn't jump.
Good on you. What's this?
Was that there before?
I think so.
Okay.
Kind of like a halfly made M and then line up. There we go. That was easy. So she has a bottle of I don't even know how many O's. Seems to be quite the favorite among these people. Lots of pictures of trees that are all rather purple and bluish. A box filled with nameless knockoff perfume. A smiley ball.
Ah,
or
that
stress
is a
ball.
stress ball. Mm-hmm.
And a book called Women and Power, with the note, "My love, I have no doubt the next book in the series will be about you, Silas." Oh, how nice. Also, there's the science wing oversized keycard and a bottle of double diamonds. I can go to the science wing now. Nice.
Okay, eyes closed.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen now.
One eye
Science
open.
wing.
Oh, eyes closed.
It's very blue in here.
There's gonna be a jump scare any moment, I know it. No, I want to watch and I don't dare. Tell me when the jump scare's over.
Silas, we watch those below while they watch us above. Lots of cameras. I think that I'd be able to see the captain on any of these screens, at least briefly. Oh well.
Well, we know that there's one place where... What does that say?
Biosignatures. 1.4 million unique species at the time of initial global scan. The number of species is declining rather quickly on this planet. Or is this like
It depends
individual
if it was
life forms?
rounded up or...
I don't know, 1 million life forms for an entire planet sounds a little bit low, so I guess they're losing a lot of species rather quickly. Ooh. Maybe it's just an estimate. No, there's a real-time stats. Moving on.
No, when they said 1.4.
A man, if honest, would observe that we're not really studying these aliens, but comparing them to ourselves. That man, if clever, should seek to remedy this error in our research. That man, if curious, might then wonder what would they think of us.
Site Prime, planetary breakdown data. Atmosphere composition, nitrogen, oxygen, argon, methane. Planet composition, nickel, thiocyan, iron, silicon. Distance, 85,120 light years. Biosignatures, approximately 1.4 million unique species. Weather, turbulent winds with frequent storms. Terrain, rocky mountains and arid plains. Temperature range, hottest is 74 degrees Celsius, middle is 21 degrees Celsius, and coldest is minus 112 degrees Celsius.
Bit more extreme than us. So it's not Earth.
Yeah, plus we're the guys using Celsius, so we can't be the aliens. A planet of Psi Prime study. Large ocean bodies primarily compose the southern hemisphere, and large continents dominate the northern hemisphere. Main composition, lots of nickel, thiocyan, iron, silicon. Materials and industry study. Roughly 10,000 materials observed in use and overutilization of thermoplastics and metals. Industrially very unsuitable and unoptimized. Little produced, has circular life cycle, estimated 30%. Most production is linear from consumption to waste. Radioactivity, 70% of terrain exhibits radiological contamination. Pollution, 53% of terrain is sterile or demonstrates an inability to cultivate microorganisms. A Celion drive. Ooh, this looks like a spooky corridor.
Okay, got my eyes closed.
Usually I wouldn't mention this, but while I was below deck, I found some suspicious welding scars. They aren't listed in any repair manifest, so I opened one up and found this. With these welds all over, I would guess Axiom has full remote access to this entire station.
Oh, so maybe after, you know, the captain said she didn't want to do whatever the board wants.
Yeah.
Maybe they sabotaged the ship themselves to,
Maybe.
you know, pay her less.
But then why did they send us out?
Oh, yeah, well, to save public face, I'd assume.
Maybe.
Aiden is saying, is there a reason these tanks are active? Are we expecting guests? Mila says, don't worry about it. Yeah, why did we keep them active while we're not using them? We could at least turn the lights inside off. Moving on.
Unless they've got to be, like...
Oh, it loops back.
Hmm.
I think I'd need Mila's bracelet to get into Mila's office, but apparently that's not how it works. Anyway, the spotted cow said there's an open door now at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, I've had my eyes closed too long. You'll know when the jump scare is over because you won't hear the screaming anymore.
Silas.
Ooh, I guess that's one of those personalized home modules that he just attached. Reasonably fancy, but at least he
Tato
doesn't have a
said-
glass floor.
Just leave it and let it take care of the problem itself. I'm not sure what that's in relation to. Assassination, says Potato.
Dear Silas Hayes, we are honored to congratulate you as the recipient of this year's Triton Achievement Award in the field of natural sciences. This award is sponsored by the Sedman Consortium and recognizes your dedication to progressing our knowledge of the universe. Details for the award ceremony will follow shortly. Congratulations again, and thank you for your work at the forefront of the scientific community. Charles Amour, the true enemy.
Spotted Cow says, my guess is you're here to save the station, not the crew.
I mean, I guess, yes. Maybe it's a similar twist to... Never mind.
When I was young, a close friend of mine died. Even at his funeral, I couldn't process his death. I can't help feeling like I'm at another funeral, one where we haven't yet found the body.
What a weird way to play chess.
The problem is referring to the planet war, and assassination is referring to the crew.
Oh yeah. Facing the glass, turn left to your quest. Middle rows are reserved to be searched by the best. Inside the mind, your treasure does rest. Revolution supplies the key to this test. Facing the glass, turn left to your quest. Middle rows are reserved for the best. So facing the glass, turn left. Middle rows are the best. How did it carry on?
Don't know, but then you had to turn something. It was about revolution. I imagine turning? I can't remember what the middle...
Power management and politics. I'll read the thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, more books. The capital for colonialism. Can I open this box? I cannot. Psi Prime species. The creature has adapted to grow protective keratin-scaled armor on the entire exterior of the body. If threatened or frightened by a predator, it can emit a noxious chemical from its rear. I have no doubt that we've discovered Aiden's spirit animal. Is this what the inhabitants of this planet look like? It doesn't,
Maybe.
calling them Chewbacca's wasn't that far off if they look like this.
Potato says, book about evolution, middle row, to make it easier.
Oh no, I've made a mistake by picking this up. Best-selling non-fiction for evolutionary unknowns awarded to Silas Hayes. He has a lot of these. He has 3 boxes full of awards. Inside the mind, your treasure does rest. Revolution supplies the key to the test.
Inside the mind, so psychology?
Oh, no, look, there's head. So between there,
yeah.
revolutionary reminders, and I guess this is the symbol I'm looking for.
Ah.
Can you remember that? Because I sure can't.
Yes.
Oh no, stay there. The Assassins of the Galaxy? There was something like this? There we go. I don't like this man's taste in art. It just looks like it's deteriorating. Silas, the trapdoor switch is below the hallway panel I showed you. You will feel the switch to press when you press it. There are no counterweights to offset the door. It's going to be loud anytime you open it. Number 4, to close the door, pull the door panel until you hear a click. I tested the security camera feeds, and this spot is fully within the blind spot that we'd identified. Destroy this note once you've read it. Is this about the secret door?
It must be. So it's already warned me there's a jump scare.
Upcoming release. From Lucius to Silas. The edit is finally done, and version 5.4.2 of Celestial Genesis will be ready for publication by the time we return. With your approval, we will prepare for distribution. On another note, you mentioned that you were planning a follow-up volume to Evolutionary Unknowns, but given the profile of the Aspire mission, have you considered writing an autobiography? Lucius, Titania Publishing. There are no more revisions on my side, so yes, please begin distribution. I doubt my vanity is sufficient enough for me to spend an entire book writing about myself. If profit is the goal, do it yourself once I'm dead. One is only truly appreciated after they're gone. Between Mila and Sila, their language. I got the alert stating the language syntax assembly has started, so what's it like? What is what like? Their language. Inefficient. Details, like what does it sound like, feel like? Really? You're asking me to talk about feelings? I'm not playing this game. Just let me know when it's finished. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Depends how I'm feeling. User has withdrawn from the conversation. Too few realize when they stand in the eye of the storm as history is being made. A century's worth of study will come from what we've observed in these few weeks. It's a curious feeling that each word written privately might one day be subject to the eyes of untold numbers. There is no one who should bear the weight of that burden. And yet you're writing about this nonsense about drinking beer in the... Oh, no, probably wasn't him.
It's probably Aiden, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, but still.
Victims of our own success, we found the mirror in the universe, but like cowards, we hide in the shadows from our reflection.
Secret Stone. Big fantasy book. Mission calendar, day 17. 8:20 Psi Prime geological scans, 10:15 language report deadline, 15 hours, 1500 hours, meet up with Mila. Right. The species of Psi Prime shares similar characteristics to us. Theories, God seed. Numerous plants have been seeded with life by an unknown force and or actor. It would explain our relatively close stage of development and advancement. Only 2 data points doesn't prove a trend. A panspermia, microbial organisms from a distant planet travel to seed our 2 planets. Travel distance too great, millions of years to travel between planets. Divergent evolution. We're the same species, but somehow experienced interstellar transportation. Explains physical similarities, but not plausible because of travel distance. Would require a specimen to test genetic variants.
He's missing the 4th one.
Which is?
That it's... I can't remember the name of the theory. But that if you have the essential chemistry and geology in an area, that life will automatically spring. And because the universe was all created at around about the same time, that if you find stars that are around the same age, that you're going to get evolution of around the same stage if you've got similar conditions.
Yeah, that's sensible.
Mila, please wait a moment.
Get out of my way.
I just wanted to talk.
You made your choice, Silas. Man up to it.
She's really upset.
He sure is.
And rather unforgiving.
I've got a valid ID bracelet.
Ooh, got my eyes closed.
You can't close your eyes at everything. Look, we're still looking at just science. It's all nice.
Cell Technologies. Hello.
Observing their violent nature, some might think they are driven by a ruthless intensity. But I see their ambitions are too easily satisfied. The universe calls to them, as it does to us, to ascend to the heavens for the limitless richness that awaits among the stars. Instead, they have descended into destruction over petty matters of power and pleasure. We are witnessing the swan song of their civilization as it turns to ash. We do best to avoid them lest they take us with them.
Oh, look, that's the lounge.
So Cell Technology says, what is this?
This is the station.
Yeah,
basically.
Summary?
Alright, do you want to do the summary?
No, you.
Basic summary. We have discovered a planet full of aliens, and we want to study them, but they do seem to be a bit violent, seeing how they're currently in a global civil war. So we're spying on them in secret. Only problem is this spaceship that they used to spy on them, which had stealth technology, somehow broke apart in the middle of the mission. Then they were floating above their planet fairly visibly, and the corporation that sent the ship was worried that, the inhabitants of this violent planet would see that and get, a bit mad with us. So they sent me, a recon specialist, to go see what's up with the station and maybe find out if the crew's still alive. 2 of them are dead already, kinda.
Yeah. There were 3 crew. We think 1 might still be alive. 2 of them we found dead. And apparently the aliens have boarded the ship either just before or just after we did.
Basically, yes. I think it's off. They
It's spooky music time. Eyes closed.
Yeah, there was an explosion in the lab. I think this is, we found Silas.
I'll open my eyes when the spooky music stops.
Right.
Okay, was that a jump scare?
I can't erase the data fast enough. I have to destroy the lab.
The mission is over, Silas.
They can't know, Mila. They can't know what we were doing here.
We can find another way. We can still get out of this.
They're nearly inside. Goodbye, Mila.
Silas?
Spooky.
Yeah, that's a 3rd body.
Yeah, and it's not wearing the same spacesuit as
So we think that's an alien.
So that's the alien. They do look violent.
Okay, we've still got spooky music, so I'm still very tense, and I'm prepared for a jump scare at any moment.
Hallway. Oh look.
Oh.
The bridge is locked. Why is the bridge locked? Oh, that doesn't look good.
Uh-oh. Okay. Right.
Okay,
Eyes
the
closed
captain
again.
is dead. Look, we look human.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Proceed immediately to the escape pods.
Look, she...
Purple blood, so that's where the alien's gone.
Warning, self-destruct sequence initiated. Ooh, spinny thing. But yeah, we're kind of about to explode. Can I turn that off? That would seem sensible. No? Okay.
From the bridge, I guess.
Oh, she's won a lot of awards too. But yeah, bridge. Self-destruct sequence. That doesn't look good.
Vessel approaching.
Unknown oh god. Maybe at this point we should just go back to our little scouting ship and let the station blow up? Seems like a sensible thing. Oh no, the way to the lounge is locked. Why does the game make me follow the blood? There's an alien walking around here. Oh hey, that's the secret room!
Mila, I must confess my insubordination. I had no intention to obey an order to separate us. I said what I had to, so that we might be together on this mission. I had Aiden build this place outside the eyes and ears of Axiom. Here, I can finally say, irrevocably, I love you.
Yeah, this whole ordeal wouldn't have needed to happen if she just talked with him in the first place. In one of the...
Indeed. Tammy says
Oh,
we're
look,
about to...
ah! There's a glowing figure in the distance waddling along.
Tammy said we're about to explode. Good time to spin in the office chair.
Oh yeah, that's, I know, it's alright.
Okay, didn't jump that time.
Oh look! She defeated it. And she's purple. And she created an AR. I just completed the objective of finding Captain Mila.
This is Captain Mila Alexa of the Esprile. An onboard failure brought down all our major systems. Shortly after, we were discovered and boarded. The crew is dead. All our mission data is backed up to the escape pod. This won't work. We're not compatible. Forget the humans. Forget about Earth. You can't let them find us.
We are the aliens.
We are the aliens, yeah. So Bell also had it right. They were spying on...
This does look a little bit like America, doesn't it?
Do you know, I kept on looking to see if I could spot a coastline I recognised or anything like that.
I think they deliberately kept it vague until now. Still can't see a moon, though. Well, there we go. That was the station. I'm sorry for the people who were coming in close to the end there. But yeah, I feel like I have paid my dues now, and you can no longer accuse me of having drawn one stream too short. I made up for it.
Yeah, so that's a hell of a short game if this is the end. Wow, that's loud, me.
Sorry, I can't turn it down. If you can turn it down in there...
Oh. I've turned it down on stream, but it's just on my headphones. But that's okay. I can... So, yes, it was a short game.
I had that concern from the very start when I was looking at it. I was considering streaming it, but, you know, it was a vague thing because people said it was very short in the reviews.
And so, because Mia wanted to do a one-off stream to say sorry for doing such a short stream on Wednesday.
I chose this particularly short one because it seemed fitting. And still, I somehow made it vaguely up to 2 hours, so I feel like this is like too much for you guys. I need to draw like 40 minutes away from next Wednesday stream to make up for this again. And apparently I've gotten some salt for that. How have I gotten some salt for this generous act of mine? I don't see Bell also gloating about his accomplishments. Of calling it. Sounds like something he'd gloat about.
He did call it.
I mean, yes, he did call it, but now he would go on and say, yeah, I called it, look at me, I'm the guy.
And Tammy says, it's okay, Mia, I was okay with the stream on Wednesday.
Well, you were, but I got some nasty messages afterwards from some other people that left emotional scars that will never heal.
Mia's very sensitive.
No, I'm not.
I've told people this before.
No, you haven't.
You don't believe me.
This was a Kickstarter game.
It was
interesting.
Nice. Alright. So, of course, we've got the thing where we've got to let it run through all the credits, haven't we?
Well, it was a very short game, so there weren't many people that worked on it. We're already at the donors, so it's probably going to be over in just a moment. But if you desperately want to...
Fassbender.
It's a guy who makes barrels in German.
Ah.
But like I was about to say, if you desperately feel the need to just, you know, end the stream now, you have all the controls at your disposal. So if
I
you
was
want
sat on my hands because, like, when I jump,
that my fault.
when I jump scare, if I don't have, if I don't sit on my hands,
title
then my
at
hands
the end.
fly around.
They do that recently now too in movies, where they just put the title of the thing at the end.
I think that's good.
I don't like it.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Loading screen? What are we loading?
It's probably loading the main menu.
Oh, okay. I
It's
thought
loading
it
the
might
main
have been
menu.
a prologue or something.
Epilogue. Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
they did
well,
put it
I
at the
enjoyed that. It was a
start.
nice story. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
Can
We
you
shall
actually recognize
see
a
you.
coastline on this? Because it looks completely alien from the main menu screen. Are we upside down?
Oh. Yes, I can see it now. If you move your cursor to where mine is, that there is Spain. That there is the UK.
Oh,
So
I
this
see.
is the European. So this is the Europe here. That's Scandinavia up there.
There. Right?
Yeah, it's just it's not looking at it on a north-south pole.
How weird.
So we're looking at it in an unusual angle.
Oh well, that explains a few things,
Yeah,
but still.
and Giles says, "Oh, free explore mode."
Yeah, but we've already just run through the entire
Yeah.
station, so there's no need to do it
Yeah.
again, I guess.
So, thanks for watching, everybody. Remember that Potato will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know that I'll be able to make it, I'm afraid. And
It'll be Night in the
we'll
Woods.
Be back.
Alternatively,
Yeah, I
we
know.
will be back on
I'd rather
Wednesday,
like to watch that as
where
well.
I'll be doing a surprise thing that I still have to determine.
So
No
we need to
telling,
test.
Potato.
Mhm.
Or alternatively, Thursday, where Sal's doing a thing.
Yeah.
You can stop it now if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Unless, of course, you're sitting on your hands, in which case
No,
that's
no.
entirely
I've got
forgivable.
my hands free.
I've got a hand available right here. It will just be mildly inconvenient.
If I don't sit on my hands when there's jump scares, my hands kind of bounce around when I jump, and I end up hitting the microphone. And like the very first jump scare, I knocked the cup of drink I've
Hold
got
on,
in front
Cell
of me and
Technologies is
spilt it.
asking, why are there explosions on Earth? The entire planet is apparently in a worldwide civil war, and that's why there's so many explosions.
Nuclear war. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye for
Cheerio.
now.